Hello ladies and gentlemen, Ralf Baumgartel here. Thank you very much for joining me. This is probably the most personal video that I've ever made here on YouTube. But you know what? Let's do this anyway. Because I believe that my personal experience may strike a chord with some viewers and he or she might get something out of it. Let me start by telling you a little bit about the Oberheim OB-1 synthesizer and my musical relationship with it. The Oberheim OB-1 is a programmable monophonic analog synthesizer which was introduced by Oberheim in early 1978. The filter section offers two modes. You can select a 4-pole filter mode and a 2-pole filter mode. The 4-pole mode causes the filter cutoff frequency to have a sharper slope than the 2-pole mode, thus cutting off more harmonics, which result in a more rounded and mellow sound. According to Oberheim, poles refer to the number of electronic parts that are used to achieve the desired result. So let's move over to the OB-1 to have a closer look.
Mm-hmm.
When I got my Oberheim OB-1, I was mostly using the 4-pole filter mode. I just preferred the sound, which I personally perceive to have more volume, power and thickness. Recently, the backup battery of the program section went flat. And replacing the battery is a bit of a hassle because it requires some soldering and I was too lazy to get it done for a few weeks. Every time when I was using the OB-1 synthesizer, I had to create new sounds and patches, store them in the memory. When I switched off the Oberheim OB-1, all the sounds were gone. But this was not much of a problem because recreating the sound and storing them back into the memory was a matter of just a few minutes. And then I noticed that I was using the 2-pole filter more often than the 4-pole filter. In at least 70% of my sound patches, I was using the 2-pole filter. So underneath my surveillance radar, I started using the 2-pole filter. Why am I telling you this? I personally have the impression that sometimes people are holding on to their own old and perhaps even outdated beliefs regarding musical gear, and thereby they inhibit their own artistic potential and ways of expression. People have their own unique ways to make music, and there is a myriad of gear choices in the market nowadays. Be it a brand new synthesizer, a vintage synthesizer, a clone, or perhaps even a modern reissue of an old synthesizer. Any kind of gear is okay. It just depends on the preference and workflow of the individual artist. And that may be subject to change. Over the years, we humans tend to get stuck in our old habits and beliefs because it feels so comfortable and familiar. Instead of stepping out of the box, we may even defend our position in front of a friend or in an online forum. But once you get the feeling that a fresh outlook could be beneficial, then you should give yourself permission to change your mind and opinion and change your old belief system. You are not obligated to hold on to your old beliefs until the end of time. I say it again. Give yourself the permission to change your mind about musical gear and the way you create music. I'm not trying to lecture you, I'm just telling you about my own personal experience. And this may strike a chord with you. If it does, you may take a closer look at your own belief system and your workflows. If it doesn't strike a chord with you, then you just carry on with your own methods. Because sometimes it is as simple as never change a running system. If that works for you, it's perfectly okay. That's it for today. But before I go, I would like to thank all the viewers who have watched and commented on my previous videos on the ARP 2600 and the Behringer 2600. There was a great discussion going on in the comment section, and partly this very discussion has inspired today's video. If you haven't seen these videos yet, you can check them out up here. I also put the link to the playlist into the video description of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again in my next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, peace.